Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. As like I told you, I'm at the Tesla charging station to get the kids to sleep in the back. But I'm going to talk about something, and I'm going to talk about this silent hatred towards Deontay Wilder. I saw a title that bothered me, and Marcos, I'm really disappointed in you, from Fight Hub. He said Anthony Joshua steps to Jarrell Big Baby Miller. I thought that was very distasteful. It's terrible when we as media don't tell what the hell is actually going on. We may disagree with it. Now, I've disagreed with a lot of shit that's going on in media, but at the end of the day, you got to tell the truth. And at the end of the day, Jarrell Miller stepped to him the Brooklyn way, as Biggie would say. It's the Brooklyn way, y'all. And he challenged Anthony Joshua. And I will honestly say this. I will honestly say, in my depths of heart, Anthony Joshua looks shook. And you guys know from day one, I've always said, and I've stood by this, I don't believe fighters are afraid of one another. I just believe they fully understand and want to maximize their value. But when Anthony Joshua turned his head, I was like, this dude is shook. This dude is nervous. He didn't know what to do with his belt. Look, like, he didn't know what to do with his belts. He was like, who do I give these belts to? And Eddie Hearn jumped in because he thought it wasn't as serious. I believe, but Jarrell Big Baby Miller was serious, and we all know Big Baby Miller is a multi-disciplined athlete. You know, he can fight on the ground and he can fight standing up. You know, boxers can only fight standing up. So I honestly, in a street fight, I would definitely take Jarrell Big Baby Miller. But at the end of the day, two things. There's silent hatred for Deontay Wilder. I genuinely believe that. I believe it. I believe it. Media fix stories all the time. I was a history major, so I'm going to draw a parallel between how they framed Malcolm X in titles, and how they framed Martin Luther King in titles, and so on and so forth. But it's just, it's not fair. Don't like it. It's disrespectful. It's distasteful. And I was looking. I didn't watch the video. I had already saw it on Blue Blood Sports TV. And shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV. I knew my king was gonna come through. I knew he was gonna come through. I was like, I can't wait for him to get there tomorrow. Oh, I couldn't wait for him to get there tomorrow. And he showed up, and as your grandmother would say, showed up and showed out. It's summertime in LA. Y'all see that? Summertime in LA. I just wanted y'all to see it. Oh, y'all jealous. But anyways, man, if y'all like them light skin, that was sweet. Like 5'7", light skin, brown skin, curly hair. But as I digress back into reality, I'm disappointed. I'm proud of Blue Blood Sports TV. That's my king, man. He's a soldier, man. Go subscribe to his channel, man. Let's get him to 20K this summer. What he did today was strong, was tough. I heard Ness' voice too. I heard him conversing with Ness. Shout out to Ness, because we gotta hear the truth. We gotta hear the truth. And at the end of the day, I'm not buying the DAZN app. I'm not buying it for $9.99. I don't care if it was 99 cents. I'm not buying it. I'm gonna stream those fights or be at them so I can interview Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn. I'm not giving that man my money, man, because he has proven to be a liar. And I want every PBC fighter. I want every PBC fighter. If he offers you $2 million, hold out. You'll get $3.5. You'll get $3 million. He has to pay you. I'm not calling the fighters he has bums. I won't say that. Demetrius Andrade is an undefeated former world champion. He was stripped for some odd reason. Jesse Vargas has been nothing but a class act to me. I have nothing but respect for Jesse Vargas. Like, honestly, like, he does interviews until we literally run out of questions. But he didn't get the upper echelon. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't get the upper echelon. So he called a press conference. Not for them. You don't understand what I'm saying. He called a press conference to introduce Anthony Joshua to America. And he brought Povetkin over, and he's manipulating. See, here's the see, I know the game because I've been in multi-million-dollar deals, and I've dealt with gangsters. I've dealt with Jewish men. I've dealt with women who believe in women's rights. I've dealt with the conservative, the Democrats, the Republicans, all in business deals. Jarrell Big Baby Miller is a pawn for him. Is a complete pawn in terms of marketing, in terms of everything he does is backed by DAZN now. Everything, no matter what he says or what he does. Obviously, he would promise him the deal and slightly maybe give him $1 million a fight. I don't know how much he's getting, but I mean, if anyone signed with DAZN and is getting less than $1 million, I would say the joke's on you, because he has no fighters. You should have used that as your leverage. You understand what I'm saying? And he's using Big Baby Miller as a pawn, and he thought Daniel Jacobs could be the flagship guy, but Daniel Jacobs is a straightforward guy. Don't really, you know, play in the edges, like on the perimeter, right? He plays in the middle where it's prototypical. But Jarrell Big Baby Miller likes to color a zebra purple. You know, in kindergarten you had that one kid that colored the zebra purple. He's that guy. Adrian Broner's that guy. You know, Floyd Mayweather's that guy. You know, and I'm glad Big Baby Miller did this. His name cachet is gonna go through the roof today. I expect Blue Bud TV's that video to do over 100,000 views. But if someone misappropriates that title, I think IFL did the same thing too. That's silent hate for Deontay Wilder. He's in the witness protection program. Anthony Joshua is, man, and I didn't expect that. I honestly would not have expected that from Marcos from Fight Hub. I don't know if he titled that video, but when I see him next week, I'll see him all next week. I'm going to tell him that was classless, that was distasteful, because it's not the truth. And no matter what we say or what we do, we got to tell the truth when there's primary evidence here. Now, when I'm giving my opinion in videos, that's fair. But when I have a camera and a mic and I ask a question, or I'm videotaping something that is really, really happening in real time, I got to tell the truth. You understand what I'm saying? I got to tell the truth. You know, like that's just the reality of the game, man. And we owe the fans that. We owe the fans the truth. Now, I'm going to say it again, my opinion. You guys may disagree with my opinion, but when I asked Oscar a story, if I asked Oscar Dale's story about the emails, which I did, and he says what he says, I have to quote him on what he says. If I see an altercation that's actually happening, I have to say what exactly happened. Jarrell Big Baby Miller got on stage and confronted Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua did not confront Big Baby Miller. All right, and that is the truth. So IFL, Fight Hub TV, I'm grossly disappointed in you, and you guys will probably look down on me. I'm nothing but a, 25,000 subscribers, but I will say this: the people who need to hear this video will hear this video. You understand? I have no ill will towards Marcos. I'm just disappointed that we have an American champion. I will repeat: we have an American champion who is willing to interview with anybody, at any time, any place. He's very accessible, and we won't respect him. We won't respect him enough to tell the truth. And you guys may say, oh, it's about, no, it's bigger than that. It's about Anthony Joshua. It's about people across the pond having more value than us in America. You understand what I'm saying? So they're building Anthony Joshua's name cachet in America, which by perpetuating a false narrative. So I'm disappointed. I'm going to finish watching all these videos. I'm having fun to watch these videos. Today was an epic day. Today was an epic day, and I'm excited, man. So tune in. Go to Blue Bud Sports TV. All y'all, anybody who watches this video, go to Blue Bud Sports TV. His video should be trending on Instagram by now. I'm sure it is. Hopefully he tagged it so you guys know where to go. And it should be on YouTube. It should be in your mentions on the right-hand side. Go to that. Go to his Ticket TV. Did a great job at giving us second-by-second, play-by-play. I thought that was awesome because I couldn't be there and I didn't know. So shout out to them guys. Subscribe to those channels if you're not subscribed to those channels. And I just want to say thank you. You did an omen's job. I'll see them October 27th at some point. I'll see them. And I hope to get a one-on-one interview. But Anthony Joshua, I've never said this. I swear to God, I've never said this about a fighter. Anthony Joshua is shook. He will not be well received in America. He will not be well received in America. I believe Eddie Hearn's attendance will be dismal, especially on the East Coast, where the 13 colonies originated, and that's where a very dense population of African American. I don't fuck that word African American. Blacks reside, and Puerto Ricans, and at the end of the day, they have the same sentiment as it relates to rights, especially on the East Coast. Similar, close. You understand? They fight, you know, but at the end of the day, they all know they come from the same place. When they sit down and have real conversations, I'm from New York. When we sit down and have real conversations, you know, at the end of the day, but you know, when Puerto Rico is playing USA in soccer, or Trinidad is fighting Bernard Hopkins, we understand the reality of that. So, but salute to you guys, man. I don't think they'll do well. I mean, they're going to survive. I'm not pushing them out of business, but I genuinely believe that the DAZN act will not do well in America, and I believe his attendance will be bad because of the negative portrayal. And I need to listen to the interviews, but I'm gonna start calling these dudes out. Like I'm gonna start calling these dudes out, and they got to do their job, because I'm my own man. At the end of the day, I'm my own man. I make my own money. I got to protect these 2 kids that are behind me, and that's my obligation and responsibility. And to propel and protect the profiles of these black athletes. Now, Jarrell, I've had my spats with Jarrell Big Baby Miller, and I haven't had the chance to interview him. But as a man, I'm going to go up to him and tell him, like, I thought that shit that you did with Deontay Wilder was classless, tasteless, disrespectful, and we're going to move forward from there. And I respect him for stepping to Anthony Joshua. I don't like the fact that he signed with DAZN, because it limits him. Now, I mean, the big frills, he probably got a 3-fight deal. He's making more money than he's ever made, guaranteed. So it sounds fun. But who's he going to fight? So that's, you know, so at the end of the day, everyone start milking the cow, man. DAZN will need fighters to put on big fights. And he's going to leverage Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua might be the traveling circus going with Eddie Hearn. Anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Again, I will say I'm disappointed in American media. I'm disappointed in American media. I'm disappointed in Fight Hub. Whoever. I'm not. Marcos owns that site. He might not have put the title there. He might not have done it. So I'm not going to say, I shouldn't say Marcos. I'm going to say Fight Hub put the title, but he might have some correspondent out there that did it. So I'll recant that Marcos statement until I talk to him next week. But I will tell him I thought that was distasteful and disrespectful to Jarrell Miller. More importantly, like the silent hatred towards Anthony Joshua. To want to build up an Anthony Joshua's name without, you understand, without respecting our American fighters, Jarrell Big Baby Miller, Deontay Wilder. Anyways, man, barbershop conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.